Good day, class. This is Ms. Twinkle. Welcome to my class. It's holiday pero nag upload parin nang lesson si teacher. This is our lesson supposedly last week, and because teacher's plate was full last week, I decided to upload this one today. Today Nakaya Nang powers. Do not rant on social media, automatic 0 SA quiz. He lol. You may take the quiz after the holiday. At the end of the lesson, the students will be able to chronicle the history of Arnis. Identify the facilities, equipment, benefits, and terminologies being used in Arnis. Recognize the basic stance and the 12 striking points techniques. History of Arnis. This martial art originated in the Philippines. The primary weapon used in this traditional martial art is the cane or baton. It also involves hand-to-hand combat, grappling, and weapons disarming. Arnis was developed by the indigenous populations of the Philippines who used an assorted range of weaponry for combat and self-defense. Arnis is otherwise known as eskrima, kali, and garrote, and by even more names in different Filipino regional languages. Encompassing both simple impact and edged weapons, Arnis traditionally involved rattan, swords, daggers, and spears. This are the origins of the old names of Arnis. Read it so that my ambag kosa earth. He. In 1521, equipped with nothing more than bladed weapons and their fearsome Arnis abilities, Filipino islanders defeated Ferdinand Magellan's armored, musket-bearing Spanish conquistador forces when they tried to invade. What is it? When the Spanish eventually returned and successfully conquered parts of the Philippines, the traditions of Arnis were preserved, despite its prohibition, in the forms of ritual dance, performance, and mock battles. While earlier Filipino martial arts were influenced by Spanish colonization, the modern forms have been affected by the country's contact with both the United States and Japan after gaining independence in 1898. Just over a century later, in 2009, the government of the Philippines declared Arnis to be the martial art and national sport of the Philippines. It is a Filipino martial art that can be performed individually or with a partner, using a single stick or a pair of sticks for striking and blocking. It was founded by Remy Praces and he used it as a self-defense system. Nowadays it is considered as one of the events in Palarong Pambanza, wherein Enyo is one of the popular one. It is a combination of pre-arranged or choreographed striking, blocking and body shifting techniques. Different styles of Arnis are now being practiced all over the world. Although not as popular as other Oriental martial arts, it is highly respected for its practicality and effectiveness in terms of self-defense and combat. In recent Southeast Asian Game 2019, the Philippine Arnis team wrapped up 14 gold medals that made them the champion. Since Arnis began to develop an accessible story of Filipino cultural heritage, Senator Juan Miguel Migs Zubiri authored and spearheaded the law declaring Arnis as the national sport of the country, which at that time was recently approved and signed by President Gloria Macapagal Arroyo into law. Today, the governing body of Arnis in the Philippines is the PECOF Philippine Eskrima Kali Arnis Federation, and the chairman is Senator Juan Miguel Zubiri. Equipment. The game is played by using prescribed padded stick and delivering artistic and legal blows, strikes, thrusts, and disarming the opponent to gain scores. Here are the equipment, facilities, and terminologies needed in playing Arnis. Equipment. Wooden stick made of rattan and measures not less than 60 cm and not more than 90 cm in length, with a diameter of not less than 1.3 cm and not more than 3.8 cm. It must not have sharp edges or pointed ends. http://www.eskrima-sticks.co.uk/product/pialasan-ratan-eskrima-sticks. Foam cushion material should be foaming the padded sticks and shall have a maximum grip diameter not greater than 3.81 cm for competition use. https://www.pinterest.ph/pin/5229805754493096889. Head protector refers to a pair of protective headgear to include an impact-worthy face mask. https://shopee.ph/sticks-arnis-headgear-protector-i.6371628.46152476223. Body protector refers to a pair of body protector, properly cushioned to avoid injuries, and the specifications shall be according to the Arnis. Groin and body protector to avoid injuries, and the specification shall be according to the Arnis. Forearm and shin guards are compulsory to also avoid severe injuries while having a fight or competition. https://prezi.com/gf2i9xqnw-bio/equipments-and-mechanics of Arnis/ frame equals 8D70178189618B7ABC7ABF7684337CF553F5364 DFD5 Facility. Playing area: a square measuring 8.0 meters by 8.0 meters with a 2 meters minimum free zone around it, and a clear space without any obstruction up to a height of not less than 5 meters from the playing surface. https://martialartskills.com/arnis-rules-and-regulations/number-sign-facilites. Benefits of Arnis to a person. 1. Arnis is an effective self-defense. 2. Arnis contributes to the development of physical fitness. 3. Arnis develops mental qualities such as alertness and precision. 4. Arnis cultivates desirable character traits such as alertness and precision. 5. Arnis develops mental strength and courage that allows someone to face danger and pain. 6. Arnis develop the virtue of perseverance to the highest degree. Terminologies. Arnisada are practitioners of Arnis but puño of the stick closer to the handle dagger, daga distance, long range, largo distance, medium range, medio distance, short range, corto goodbye, palm grappling or wrestling, dimag grip the way on how to hold the stick handle/grip of weapon, puno hello, mabuhay, or, kumusta how are you? Kumusta? Instructor, guro machete, bolo poke, tasak ready position hander respect, puga, form of salutation/greeting between practitioners, stab or thrust, saksak stick, single, solo baston stick, double baston stick weapon, yantok sword, espada sword and dagger, espada y daga thank you, salamat unarmed combat, mano y mano you are welcome, walan and uman weaving, weapon movement, sinavali. https://brainly.ph/question/2499152 number sign readme. Fundamental skills. Grip, proper hold of the stick. Hold the stick one fist away from the puño, butt, of the stick. Close the grip with the thumb. Basic stance and salutations. Starting with the ready stance, move one foot about 2 feet, to the left or the right direction until both lower legs are almost perpendicular to the ground. Both toes are pointing in front, the waist and the body is facing forward. The body should not be too low or extended, otherwise it will be hard to maneuver. Ready stance/handa. Stand with your feet apart parallel to the shoulder with both toes pointing forward. The knees should be straight, the waist and the body facing forward. Hands are on waist level and the hands should hold the sticks on both sides. The ready stance is commonly used when standing at ease during training or tournaments. Attention stance. Stand with your feet forming a 45-degree angle. Heels should be close to each other, knees should be straight, the waist and body facing forward. Shoulders are dropped to the side and both hands are at waist level. The attention stance is commonly used in preparation for courtesy or bowing at commencement of sparring. Forward stance. Starting with the ready stance, move one foot forward until the knee and the toe are in line with each other. Both toes are pointing in front, the waist and the body is facing forward. The body should not be too low or the lead foot too extended, otherwise it will be hard to maneuver. Distribute the weight or center of gravity to both legs. Forward stances can be right foot lead, which is the right foot forward stance, or it can be left foot lead, which is left foot forward stance. Forward stance is commonly used with frontal striking or blocking techniques. Oblique stance. Starting with the ready stance, move one foot forward 45 degrees away from the body until the knee and the toe are in line with each other. Move on the same direction as the lead foot, e.g. for right foot lead, move 45 degrees forward to the right. Both toes are pointing in front, the waist and the body is facing forward. The body should not be too low or the lead foot too extended, otherwise it will be hard to maneuver. Distribute the weight or center of gravity to both legs. Oblique stances can be right foot lead, which is the right foot oblique stance, or it can be left foot lead, which is left foot oblique stance. Oblique stances are commonly used for forward blocking and evasion techniques. Straddle stance. Starting with the ready stance. Move one foot about 2 feet, to the left or the right direction until both lower legs are almost perpendicular to the ground. Both toes are pointing in front, the waist and the body is facing forward. The body should not be too low or extended, otherwise it will be hard to maneuver. Distribute the weight or center of gravity to both legs. Straddle stance are also called horseback riding stance since it imitates horseback riding position. Straddle stances are commonly used for blocking the strikes to the side of the body. Side stance. Starting with the ready stance, move one foot about 2 feet, to the left or right direction. Moving foot will be perpendicular to the ground while the other leg is extended, thereby creating a position like that of a side kick. Both toes are pointing in front, the waist and the body is facing forward. The body should not be too low or extended, otherwise it will be hard to maneuver. Distribute the weight or center of gravity to both legs. If the left foot moves to the side, it becomes left foot side stance. If the right foot moves to the side, it becomes right foot side stance. Side stances are commonly used for strike deflection and evasion techniques. The 12 striking techniques in Arnis. Back stance. Starting with the ready stance, move one foot backward 45 degrees away from the body. The heels of the foot should form an imaginary L shape while the legs are in a straddle position. The body should not be too low or extended, otherwise it will be hard to maneuver. Distribute the weight or center of gravity to both legs. Back stances can be right foot lead, which is the right foot back stance, or it can be left foot lead, which is left foot back stance. Back stances are used for blocking and backward evasion techniques. Strike 1. Strike to the left temple area of the opponent. Strike 2. Strike to the left knee area of the opponent. Strike 3. Strike to the right temple area of the opponent. Strike 4. Strike to the right knee area of the opponent. Strike 5. Strike to the left shoulder area of the opponent. Strike 6. Strike to the right shoulder of the opponent. Strike 7. Thrust or poke to the left chest. Strike 8. Thrust or poke to the right chest. Strike 9. Butt to the left eye. Strike 10. Butt to the right eye. Strike 11. Center thrust. Strike 12. Strike to the crown of the head. The most important thing in practicing the 12 strikes is to practice it continuously and repeatedly, being conscious of the target, stance, footwork, and body movements. Repeating the 12 basic strikes help build retention, muscle memory, and muscle conditioning. Types of Arnis competitions. ANYO or form, a combination of prearranged or choreographed striking, blocking and body shifting techniques and blocking techniques to create a 3-minute single stick NEO. Laban or full combat, players are required to strike their opponent's different body parts with one baton. Unlike other combative sports, Arnis does not usually require any body contact between each player aside from the batons that they are holding. After watching this video, comment down at least 3 takeaways from the lesson. Your comment will be considered as your attendance for last week. Take the quiz during or after the holiday. Your choice. Thank you for listening. This is Ms. Twinkle greeting you happy holidays.